everybody, I am here today to begin sharing my denture journey with you all. If you guys are anything like me, you may have been searching on YouTube and watching a whole lot of these kind of videos, and I am finally fixing to get my dentures, so I decided to make some videos of my own. From the time I was told that I would need dentures, which was about 5 years ago, it has taken me that long to be in a position to be able to do it. Throughout my 20s, I was still getting a lot of fillings and a lot of root canals, desperately trying to save my teeth. Unfortunately, my teeth just deteriorated faster than I was able to keep up with. They break and fall apart in my food often. I was told by a dentist, okay, your treatment is going to need to be dentures. I accepted that. I started going back to the dentist and getting my upper teeth pulled, starting in the back, and just getting, like, as I was able to do it, I'd go and I'd get 2 teeth pulled. I'd go back a few months later, get 3 teeth pulled. And I've had everything pulled except for my 6 front teeth here. So this is all that's left on the top. My bottom teeth, I know I'm going to need a bottom denture at some point, but they're just not in as bad of shape as my top. So the top has been, my main focus. I used to work for a nursing home, bringing patients to doctor appointments, and I was with several patients watching them go through the process of getting dentures. And so I've seen, really up close and personal a lot of the steps and everything involved in that. There were some dentists that used a technique where they would do extractions all except for the 6 most front teeth, and then wait, 6 months or whatever for healing, and then they would bring the patient back and extract the front 6 teeth, and they would get a permanent denture right away. They could skip the temporary denture and go right to the permanent one, because I guess enough of the gums was healed and receded or whatever that they could go straight to the permanent. So that's what I was intending to do. However, I have since moved away 7 hours away from where I was living then, and I'm using an affordable dentures office for myself, and they do not use that technique. Everybody gets a temporary denture first. So that was kind of a disappointment because my plan has kind of gone awry. I was hoping to avoid the temporary denture. So I had my consult for my upper denture this past Monday. The office is, it's nice, the staff is friendly. I was referred to Affordable Dentures actually by my sister, who used an Affordable Dentures office in a different state. And she really liked that she didn't feel judged there, because whenever she did try to, go to the dentist to have work done, they were very judgmental with her and would say things that really upset her. I've been through that as well. I've had dentists that are like, how did you let this happen? I suspect that they are making assumptions about me, such as that I'm a drug user, which I'm not. I have tried to take care of my teeth. I didn't want to lose my teeth. But anyway, at this office at Affordable Dentures, they are there to give you a service, which is, dentures. They're not judging you, you're their customer, and that's, part of customer service, basically. So I will say the technician was really friendly. It was a male technician. He was very friendly, very, very informative, and most of my questions were answered by him as opposed to the actual dentist. The dentist, she kind of like floated into the room. She had a mask on. She kind of like floated into the room and like examined my teeth and talked to the other people in the room. And then, she did ask me if I had any questions, but by that point I had already asked the technician all my questions, so I really didn't have any more. And then, I thanked her, she thanked me, and she just kind of floated out. So I only saw the actual dentist for like less than 2 minutes. I mean, it was really quick. She came in and went out. So I'm going with the Economy Plus package. Which is what I'm able to afford. I would have perhaps gone up a bit higher and gotten a higher quality denture. However, the dentist is wanting to do a bone trim on me with alveoplasty or something, which has kind of upset me a little bit. I had never even heard of this procedure before, and I've brought so many people to have dentures, extractions and dentures, and I've never heard of this. It's going to be an extra, like, over $400 to have this done. A disappointing thing about it, aside from the additional cost, is that from what I understand, from what the technician was explaining to me, it sounds like they're going to be doing it like in other parts of my mouth, not just where they're pulling these teeth. All this time, I've been thinking to myself, oh, I'm just going to get these 6 teeth pulled, so it's not going to be that bad. But now, if I have this bone trim thing, in other parts of my mouth, I'm going to have trauma in other parts as well. That's really not what I wanted. It's actually making me think that I'm going to have a harder time with the denture fitting too, just because it's going to be upsetting so much and causing all kinds of swelling and stuff, all through my mouth. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's only going to do the bone trim. It sounds awful. Like, this doesn't even sound like a thing that should be done. I don't know. Like, trimming the bone. I'm going to be awake during this. I'm not being put to sleep. They don't put people to sleep at Affordable Dentures. I'm going to be awake. I've talked to a few people at work about this when I'm having done. I don't care talking to them about the fact that I'm getting dentures. They can see how unhealthy my teeth are when I talk. It's a positive thing that I'm getting the denture. But I've told them about this procedure I have to have done, and they're just like, there's no way I could do that, like, without being put to sleep. They're like, no. Anyway, I'm going back on Wednesday to have my procedure. So, I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. It would have been nice if I could have afforded to be able to be put to sleep for this, but I really feel like I'm at a point that I can't wait any longer. This needs to be done right now, and just at, whichever method I'm able to afford is how it needs to get done. I guess I should say I'm thankful that I can afford to have this procedure done at all. I do also deal with fear of the dentist, which is something I developed as a young child when I had a traumatic experience with a dentist. And the fear just grew and grew and grew. However, I have learned to cope with it, and there's a technique that I use. I'll make another video about the technique that I use to be able to stay still and relatively calm and let the dentist work on me. By the time I finally get this edited and get this video put up, I'll probably have my procedure done already, but wish me luck anyway. I've got 6 more days until E-Day. So, E and A Day, alveoplasty. Has anyone here had alveoplasty? I told the technician that I thought that it sounded kind of extreme. And he said, it does sound extreme, but it really isn't. It's really not as bad as you think. So, I hope he's right. If anyone has had that done, I'd be curious to know. Did you feel like the healing was really difficult from that? I'm curious to know. This is the first I've ever heard of this type of procedure. So anyway, I will make another video on E-Day. So.